guys. We are going to talk today about one of the critical literary theories that we are going to use this week. And we're going to talk about reader response. This sounds simple because reader response is based around a few core ideas. One is that the reader brings meaning to the text based on who you are. So that could be culturally, that could be the way that you view the world. I'm very aware when I read a text that I have reactions based on the fact that I'm a woman, based on the fact that I'm 45, that I'm a mother, right? Those things all influence my own interpretation and reading of the text. What it is it's not an emotional response. I didn't like it because I was bored. That is not reader response. That's an emotional reaction. Okay, so we're going to talk about what it is and what it is not. Okay, so if you are bored, or if you are angry, or if you are frustrated, we're going to ask you to analyze why you feel that way and how the text made you feel that way. We're going to center this around a book called Eleanor and Park, which is a romance novel, YA romance novel. And we're going to talk about the problems that the reader of this essay had. So this gives you a summary of the text. It's a late 80s teen romance. Eleanor is being abused by her stepfather, and she gets into a romance with a kid named Park. So the first reader reaction is that the book fell short. And I sort of circled that here. She felt like the book fell short. It did not meet the expectations. And in reader response, that's one of the things that you figure out is, did it fall short? Did it surprise me? So we're going to talk a little bit about how she analyzes why she thinks it fell short and where the text invited those responses from her. Okay. So she's going to talk about the racial issue of how Park was portrayed in the book. She felt like he was stereotyped with Asian stereotypes. So she talks about the name and then compares it to J.K. Rowling's Cho Chang. So she talks a little bit about how it's set up and how Park's Asianness is set apart so he looks very other than Eleanor, who is white. Okay, so what expectations were filled or redirected or not filled, right? How was I surprised and why? And we're going to notice words, situations, or tone that cause those reactions. Where does the text invite us to have those reactions? Okay, so I circled this. This offended her when Rainbow Rowell described the Asian character as small and feminine looking, and that he was good at math. All those stereotypes, it was offensive to her, right? So she's reading it from a reader response of being offended by the racial stereotypes. Okay, so when we really look at a piece of text, we have to understand how our own self reacts to the text, right? Not whether or not we liked it or didn't like it, but how we react and why we react. So that's what we're going to focus on this week when we read. If you want another English teacher who's probably better at explaining this, and you don't understand based on our Zoom lessons, you just need some more support, here's a video where you can watch, and that's going to be included on your PowerPoint. We're going to talk more about this in Zoom, so please join us because this is really interesting stuff. All right, I'll talk to you soon, and happy reading.